Right now, somewhere on Earth, two strangers are grabbing each other's hands and shaking them up and down, on purpose. And nobody thinks this is weird. Think about what we've actually agreed to here. You meet a person for the first time, someone whose name you will forget in 9 seconds, and the first thing you do is touch them. Not wave, not nod. Touch. You grab the warm hand of a stranger, pump it a few times, and everyone in the room goes, "Yes, correct, well done, very professional." We do this in job interviews, at funerals, at the exact moment two world leaders who despise each other stand in front of cameras. And here's the strange part. Nobody taught you this. Nobody sat you down and explained the rules. And yet you know, instinctively, that a bad one is a disaster. So, where did this come from? Why do 1 billion people do it? And why does it still work when, as we'll see by the end, a handshake technically means absolutely nothing? Let's go back, way back. The most popular explanation is beautifully simple. The open hand was proof you weren't holding a weapon. You approach a stranger, you're both nervous, you're both wondering whether today is the day. So you extend your right hand, the sword hand, and show it empty. Look, nothing. I'm not going to stab you, and honestly, I'd rather not be stabbed either. And the shaking? One theory says the up and down motion was to rattle loose any dagger hidden up the sleeve, which is a fantastic mental image. Two grown men vigorously shaking each other's arms while knives clatter onto the floor. Ah, so you were going to stab me. Now, historians will tell you the weapon story is probably part myth, but the underlying idea holds up. The handshake started as a way to make yourself safely, visibly harmless. It's not a greeting, it's a tiny peace treaty you perform with your arm. Here's what I find genuinely mad about this. The handshake shows up on stone carvings nearly 3,000 years old. Ancient Greeks used it. Romans used it. Then it survives the fall of empires, the invention of the printing press, 2 world wars, the internet, and a global pandemic that specifically told everyone to stop touching each other. And it still came back. We tried to replace it, remember? We had a brief, humiliating period of elbow bumps, fist bumps, that awkward little bow where both people commit at slightly different speeds. All of it collapsed within about 18 months, and humanity quietly went back to grabbing hands like nothing happened. 3,000 years, dozens of civilizations that never met each other, same weird arm move. And somehow, with no instruction manual, we all know the rules. Too limp? Something's wrong with you. Too strong? Also something's wrong with you, possibly worse. Too long? Now it's a hostage situation. Sweaty? Devastating for everyone involved. Miss the hand and grab the fingers? You will think about that at 3 a.m. for the rest of your life. Nobody wrote this down. There's no handshake authority, no governing body, and yet a 5-year-old can tell when one goes wrong. Which brings us to the thing I've been dodging this whole time. A handshake doesn't do anything. It has no power. It doesn't bind you. It's 2 warm mammals briefly pressing palms together. Physically, nothing happens. You could shake hands on a deal and walk away and break it in the car park, and the universe would not object. So why does it feel like it matters? Because, same as gold, same as money, it works purely because everyone agrees it works. The meaning isn't in the hands, it's in the agreement. Thousands of years of humans deciding together that this gesture counts, and because everyone believes it counts, it does. That's the trick. That's the whole thing. A handshake is a promise with nothing behind it except every human who ever honored one, which is either deeply reassuring or slightly terrifying, depending on your mood. We are a species that turned, look, no weapon, into, Welcome to the company that built trust out of a gesture with no enforcement mechanism whatsoever and then ran the entire world on it. Stay with us for the next obvious question.